But at the end of the day, we all got to pay for our offenses, right? Now, do I think that you should get life in prison? No, right? Your minimum is 25 on the first on count one. It's from 25 up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is taking in consideration the state's argument about his history, because I have to consider that. But then I'm also taking into consideration what the defense said. And I think everybody would agree for someone to be 16 and to end up being sentenced to 20 years in prison. And I'm assuming he did the 16 when he was at juvenile, but once he became an adult, they sent him to prison with adults. So for a child to end up in prison with adults who have all of their issues, I'm sure they looked at him a certain kind of way. But even though that happens, we can't be in a situation where life has beat us down, so therefore we're going to beat other people down, because then it just becomes a circle. So all of the offenses that you've committed, guess what? That complainant has been traumatized. So there has to be punishment, and you're not eligible for probation. And based upon what I've heard during the trial and based upon what I've heard during this punishment phase, I would not grant you probation, right? Even if you were eligible, because I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. But I also don't think you should spend the rest of your life in prison. All right, so in count one, as previously stated, I'm finding both enhancements true. In count two, I'm finding the enhancement true. In count one, I'm going to sentence you to 30 years in the prison. In count two, I'm going to sentence you to 20 years in the prison. The counts will run concurrently. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon in count one, and there's to be no contact with Jayla Satterwhite. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing from state or the defense? All right, and the court will order affirmative finding of family violence.
And I assume the court will be giving him credit for all time served.
Yes, and you'll receive credit for any time served that you've been in custody. And counsel, if you believe that credit is incorrect, just let the court know.